Yo, what is up, beauties? It is your boy, the one and only, the Mike Mash, and I'm back today with a brand new video. So as you can tell from the title today, I'm going to be sharing what I think are the top 5 coolest Alolan forms in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now just remember that this is all just my personal opinion, and this list was created purely based off of what designs appeal to me the most. In summary, just remember that it's purely based off of the artwork and design, and not by its stats or effectiveness in battle. So just sit back and relax. Be sure to like and share this video with all of your friends, and subscribe today to be a member of the Mike Mash army. And if you enjoyed this top 10 video, let me know if you want to see more. Alright, without ado, let's get right into this top 5 list. Let's get it, let's go. At number 5, we have Alolan Exeggutor. Okay, this Pokemon is just so interesting, and to be honest, I must say that its design is pretty cool. It kind of resembles a Brachiosaurus, which is a dinosaur which ruled the Earth in the Jurassic period, back when dinosaurs were roaming the Earth. While at the same time, it kind of looks like a living palm tree. It's truly a bizarre but very interesting Pokemon, and it looks a lot better than some of the other dragon types out there. Yeah, I'm looking at you, buddy. You know what I mean. Not to mention that Alolan Exeggutor is a huge step up from the original Exeggutor. I guess you can say that this design looks a lot better if you want to compare the two. I guess it's fair to say that this Pokemon's got swag, and that's all I gotta say. At number 4, we have Alolan Dugtrio. This Pokemon's design is so absurd and yet so interesting that this Pokemon automatically deserves a top 4 spot on this list. Not that I'm trying to throw shade at the regular Dugtrio, but man, my boy Dugtrio be swagging out with that long blonde hair. I mean, look at its design, man. It looks clean. It makes the original Dugtrio look so basic. Yo, but tell me, why does Alolan Dugtrio look like the guitar guy from the Sinnoh region? Heck, this guy looks like he belongs in an 80s band more than a Pokemon battle. I wish I had hair like that. Jokes! Nah, but for real though, there's no doubt in my mind that this guy deserves a spot on this list. Such a cool and creative design, especially once you figure out the reasoning behind its design. In fact, the reason why this Pokemon is given the steel typing is because its hair is supposed to resemble a basaltic glass that occurs after a volcano eruption. Given that Hawaii has its own volcano and that the Alolan region is based off of Hawaii, this was a very clever intervention made by Game Freak. Well done, Game Freak. Man, here's a round of applause. At number 3, we have Alolan Sandslash. Honestly, this is one of my favorite revealed Pokemon designs in the entire game. I'll admit that I was shocked when I first saw this Pokemon, especially once I discovered its typing. But to be honest, its Pokemon design looks pretty crisp. Maybe it's the light blue color that brings out the swag in this Pokemon, but honestly, I must say that Game Freak did a great job with some of these designs for the Pokemon. However, stat-wise, typing-wise, Pokemon gets completely wrecked by fighting types, which are literally everywhere in the competitive scene. Not to mention that it's also 4 times weak to fire types. Man, this Pokemon is just too weak for the battles. But hey, I'm not talking about stats. Let me just throw that away. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to normal, alright? No stats, just design. Plus, you can only catch it in Pokemon Moon. So yeah, that's something to consider. But hey, at least you got Alola Ninetales. It's region exclusive to Pokemon Sun. Anyways, it's a good design. I really like it. It makes it look kind of fierce. The spikes on its back makes it look kind of intimidating. But all in all, it looks really cool. I like this Pokemon. Surprised I didn't list it higher on this list. But the last 2 Pokemon are really cool in themselves. At number 2, we have Alolan Raichu. Okay, my dudes. Look at my boy Raichu. Just kicking it. I mean, look at it. It's surfing on its tail. Do not try to tell me that this thing isn't cool. Seriously, the surfing Raichu idea is probably one of the coolest concepts in the entire game. Heck, maybe not the coolest thing ever, but when you think about it, it really just goes back to Pokemon Yellow with the surfing Pikachu. Plus, honestly, when you look back into the franchise, Pikachu is always surfing. Look at Pokemon Yellow. He's literally surfing in the intro. Or when you're surfing in the Seaform Islands. Hey, look at the anime. The Pikachu in the Orange Islands. The one guy is literally surfing. Literally, whenever this Pokemon is not battling, it's surfing. And honestly, I can imagine why the surfing idea comes into hand when it becomes an Alolan form, when it starts controlling some next level psychic ability. Hell, even in the Pokewalker, you can literally find a Pikachu that learns surf. It's already confirmed, man. I'm surprised this thing didn't become a water and electric type, just given that the fact that this dude just loves to surf. I guess he just took in the facts that, hey, he's never gonna be part water type. So hey, if you can't beat him, join him. I mean, don't tell me it surfs because it eats pancakes. I mean, honestly, I know that's what it says in the Pokédex entry, but hey, think of it this way. What if it was so motivated to surf because of its passion to surf? He thought about it in his mind, and deep down, he knew he wanted to surf. So somehow he got some psychic powers, and ultimately he's surfing alright on his tail. I mean, going back to the design though, man, I'm going off topic. But you know what? Honestly, when you look at the design, it's really well done. There's not too big of a difference between the Alolan Raichu and the regular Raichu, maybe the ears, but there's not too big of a difference. But regardless, I'm still love the Pokemon's design and its concept. I may be a little bit biased because Pikachu's the mascot, he's my boy, the number 1. But you know what? You may be wondering, how come it wasn't my number 1 choice? Which brings me to my final Pokemon on my top 5 list. At number 1, we have Alolan Marowak. Now, I'm sure this doesn't come as too big of a surprise for some of you. However, the main reason that this Pokemon deserves the number 1 spot on this list is because its design improved the most out of all of the other Alolan forms. Without a doubt, when you're comparing the old Marowak to the Alolan Marowak, there is no question which one looks cooler. I mean, to be honest with you guys, there's no question I would obviously choose the Alolan Marowak in battle. No offense to the old one. Plus, the overall concept of the Alolan Marowak is well portrayed compared to the old Marowak, and it even suits the character vibe that this Pokemon is supposed to resemble. I mean, a revengeful Pokemon. I mean, of course it helps that it's a ghost and fire type, but you know what? The overall concept makes more sense in general. I mean, one looks kinda generic, and the other one looks like a complete monster. It honestly makes a very good ghost and fire type, and it's such a cool design that I would just love to have this Pokemon on my team. Could you imagine facing this Pokemon in the Pokemon Tower? It honestly fills the perfect role as Cubone's mother, and honestly, this Pokemon definitely looks like a more revengeful Pokemon. But with all that said, I think Alolan Marowak is by far the coolest design out of all the Alolan forms. And to be honest, it may even be one of the coolest designs in the entire game. And that concludes my top 5 coolest Alolan forms in Pokemon Sun and Moon. What are your opinions on this top 5 list? And what other top 5s or top 10s do you want to see? Feel free to write your opinions down in the comment section below, and let me know what your favorite Alolan Pokemon are. Without a doubt, they are all unique in their own way, so feel free to suggest your own opinions. Heck, even be sure to write your own top 5 list. But anyways, that's all for today's video. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Without ado, this is the Mike Mash, and I'm signing out. Peace!